Hi, I'm Mike Gannon from Full Service Aquatics in the Pond Hunter video series. You know, there's a statistic out there in the pond world that the average pond owner builds 3 ponds before they get the pond they actually want. We're here at a project we installed about 5 years ago, and the pond owners are now ready to expand out. What we're going to do is push it out about 2.5 times the size that you see here, make it a little bit bigger, a little bit deeper, add a few amenities, change the waterfall around as well. So stick around, maybe you'll get some great tips for when you're ready to install your pond a little bit bigger, and you get to see how this project unfolds. So let's unplug what is, and I'm going to show you through what's going to be. Okay? Stick around. Now we cleaned the rockwork in the pond because that can all be reused. Rockwork does not go bad. Some of the new regulations here in New Jersey, we need to use containers to cart away material that's been excavated. This material gets tested and then thrown into a landfill, but we need to actually have a large container to ship it away, any excess material we can't use. At the end of the day, we have a nice form already excavated. We've dug down to 3 different levels. We have our shelves marked, we have our koi tunnel areas marked out and indicated, we have our clean out basin for the spring clean outs in place. Our skimmer is installed, and tomorrow morning we do the underlayment, the liner, and we start rocking the pond in. We have the liner in now. I've marked out areas where we're going to put some of our larger specimen boulders, and it's time to get the rock going. Some neighborhoods have ice cream men. Luckily, being the pond hunter in my neighborhood, we have this guy. Fresh rock. Our character boulders are installed, and our fish caves and tunnels are in now as well. Some of these rocks weigh up to about 500 pounds. Well, we've completed this project. Now let's talk about what we did. We tore out the existing pond structure to allow us to do this project, and what we did was enlarge the body of the pond to about 2.5 times the size of the original pond. We added some really large boulders as character pieces because the larger the proportions of the pond, you need those bigger materials to make everything come together really well. We also made the pond deeper. We've gone down to 30 inches with varying levels of shelving inside the pond. We've covered everything with rock work, of course, as it should be. We also added 3 koi tunnels. These are swim-through style tunnels. They're not just caves. The fish can go in one side, come out the other side, and when you provide those protective areas for fish, they tend to come out more because they feel more safe, knowing that they have an escape they can go to if they do feel threatened. We have an enhanced lighting system as well. With these larger proportions, you want to look good at every hour of the day, so we added additional lighting as well. The waterfall we've changed completely. As you can see over my shoulder, we have a totally different style. We added a little pooling area below the primary cascade. We have 3 cascades in total, and the waterfall comes down and makes a nice turn coming into the pond. It has a really good presentation visually, and it has a nice sound quality as well. We're very pleased with the way this came out, so we're going to show you around the pond a little bit and see what you think and see if you're as happy as the owners are. The waterfall with the new design comes off of a stone with a curtain effect of cascade and then comes down into a small secondary and makes a turn right into the pond. We used about 12 tons of material on this project, from the large boulders down to the regular sized boulders and gravel. The whole project, from the time the shovels hit the ground, took about 3 days. We went out to about 30 feet long by 16 feet wide. We've really increased the overall size of this tremendously. It really came out great. It's a beautiful addition to this backyard. When using some of the larger pieces, you don't want them just around the outside of the pond. We sink them down into the pond as well. All these pieces coming around here are really large. It takes a few guys to move them around, but their appeal is just unbelievable. And when you have these large proportions here, you really need these big boulders, even if it's just along the edging. It's not always in the water. We have one rock that we installed peeking out of the water. This basically acts as a perch for frogs to come out and bask during the day. And right underneath there is one of our swim-through koi tunnels. There's our deep water fish cave. It's actually a swim-through tunnel. Our third tunnel may appear to be a shallow area, but you can actually see the swim-through area. The fish can come out the back here. On the other side, beneath those large stones, is the entrance to the tunnel. The fish seem to be having a ball. They're swimming around. They're right out in the open. Their new accommodations are about 2.5 times the size of what they're used to, so I'm sure they got a lot of exploring to do. And the interesting thing about these fish is that they will get to know every square inch of their new home environment. We were able to keep many of the existing plants that were in the previous pond installation, and we just planted them right back in here immediately. These plants should thrive and have no problems adjusting to the new conditions in here. Okay, well, thanks for sticking around for this project. We had a good time doing it. It's always fun building a new pond, especially something like that. Remember to watch the rest of our videos on YouTube and visit us at loveyourpond.com or fullserviceaquatics.com. Thanks again.